Tonight, a major political drama is unfolding. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has taken a bold step, dragging the anti-corruption agency to court and demanding 1 billion naira in damages after a search at his residence that is now raising serious questions across the country. What really happened behind closed doors? Was the operation carried out properly, or is this the beginning of a legal showdown that could shake the political space? In the next few minutes, we will break down the full story in simple terms: what led to the search, why the lawsuit was filed, what each side is saying, and what this could mean going forward. If you want clear, real-time political updates without confusion, take a second right now to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us bring you more important stories like this. Let's get straight into the details. Nasir El-Rufai has taken a major step that is drawing attention across Nigeria. The former governor has gone to court with a lawsuit seeking 1 billion naira in damages after what he describes as an unlawful search of his residence by officials of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, known as ICPC. The situation has quickly become one of the most talked about political developments, not just because of the personalities involved, but because of what it represents about the relationship between public officials and investigative agencies. Before we go deeper, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can keep getting clear updates on important national stories. According to information made public through legal filings and statements from his representatives, officials carried out a search at his residence as part of an investigation. His legal team says the operation did not follow proper legal procedure and that the warrant used for the search did not meet the required standards. They argue that the document was vague and did not clearly state the specific items that were being searched for, and because of that, they believe the action violated his rights under Nigerian law. El-Rufai is asking the court to declare that the search was not lawful. He is also asking that any materials taken during the operation should not be used in any investigation or legal process. In addition, he wants compensation for what he says was damage to his reputation and emotional distress caused by the incident. The amount being requested, 1 billion naira, has added to public interest because it shows how seriously he is challenging the action. The case highlights an important issue that often comes up in Nigeria: the balance between fighting corruption and protecting individual rights. Investigative agencies are expected to carry out their duties thoroughly, but they are also expected to respect legal procedures. On the other hand, individuals who feel their rights have been affected have the option of going to court to seek clarification and remedies. This is exactly what is happening in this situation. From what has been shared publicly, the search took place within the context of ongoing inquiries connected to activities during his time in office. While full details of the investigation have not been publicly disclosed, it is clear that the matter has been under review by authorities for some time. His legal representatives have insisted that cooperation with investigations should not come at the expense of constitutional protections. As the story continues to unfold, many observers are watching closely to see how the court will interpret the arguments presented by both sides. Legal experts often explain that cases like this can set important precedents, especially regarding how search warrants are issued and executed. If the court finds that procedures were not followed properly, it could influence how future investigations are conducted. If the court rules otherwise, it may reinforce existing practices. There is also strong public curiosity about what exactly prompted the search and what investigators were hoping to find. However, until court proceedings progress, much of the detailed evidence will likely remain within legal processes rather than public discussion. This is normal in situations involving ongoing investigations. For El-Rufai, this legal move appears to be part of a broader effort to defend his record and protect his public image. Throughout his career, he has been known as a strong and outspoken political figure, often involved in major policy debates and national discussions. Because of his influence, any development involving him naturally attracts attention across political lines. At the same time, agencies like ICPC operate under a mandate to investigate allegations and ensure accountability. Their role is central to maintaining trust in public institutions. When disputes arise between such agencies and public figures, it often leads to important conversations about transparency, fairness, and the rule of law. Some commentators say the case is a reminder that Nigeria's legal system remains a key platform for resolving disagreements. Rather than relying on public debate alone, parties can present their arguments before a judge, who will examine the facts and interpret the law. This process helps ensure that decisions are based on evidence and legal principles. As the legal proceedings move forward, the court will consider several questions. Was the search warrant properly issued? Did the authorities act within the limits of the law? Were any rights violated? And if so, what remedies are appropriate? These are the issues that will likely shape the outcome. Beyond the courtroom, the story has sparked conversations about governance and accountability. Many Nigerians see it as an opportunity to reflect on how institutions function and how disputes between officials and agencies are handled. The case may also influence public perception of ongoing efforts to strengthen oversight mechanisms. In the middle of all these discussions, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can stay informed as new developments emerge. Another aspect that has drawn attention is the request that any materials obtained during the search should be excluded from use. This is a common legal argument in cases where parties believe procedures were not properly followed. Courts often examine whether evidence was collected in line with legal requirements before deciding whether it can be admitted. Legal analysts sometimes explain that such cases are not only about the individuals involved but also about reinforcing standards that apply to everyone. When courts clarify how laws should be interpreted, it provides guidance for future actions by both authorities and citizens. Public reactions so far have been varied. Some people emphasize the importance of allowing investigative agencies to carry out their work without interference, while others stress the need to ensure that all actions respect legal safeguards. This range of views reflects the complexity of balancing accountability with fairness. The situation also highlights the importance of communication during sensitive matters. Clear information helps reduce speculation and allows citizens to understand what is happening. While not all details can be shared immediately, official statements and court proceedings provide a structured way for facts to emerge over time. It is worth noting that legal battles of this nature can take time. Court schedules, filings, and hearings follow specific procedures, and outcomes are reached after careful review. During this period, updates may come gradually as each stage progresses. Observers are also considering the possible broader implications. Depending on how the case is resolved, it could influence discussions about oversight, legal reform, and institutional practices. Even beyond the immediate parties, the decision may shape future interactions between public figures and investigative bodies. At its core, the story underscores a fundamental principle that disputes should be addressed through lawful channels. Whether one agrees with the lawsuit or not, the process itself reflects the functioning of democratic systems where issues are examined through established legal frameworks. As Nigerians continue to follow the story, there is a shared expectation that proceedings will be conducted fairly and transparently. Many people believe that clear outcomes help build confidence in institutions and reinforce respect for the rule of law. The coming weeks and months may bring more clarity as arguments are presented and responses are filed. Each development will add to the understanding of what happened and what it means moving forward. For now, the focus remains on the legal process and the questions it seeks to answer. This situation also serves as a reminder of how closely politics and law can intersect. Decisions made in one sphere often influence perceptions in the other, and public interest remains high whenever prominent figures are involved. Throughout Nigeria's democratic journey, cases like this have contributed to ongoing conversations about governance, accountability, and rights. They highlight the importance of strong institutions and the role of courts in resolving disputes in a peaceful and orderly manner. As we continue to watch events unfold, it is important to rely on verified information and avoid speculation. Careful reporting and responsible discussion help ensure that public understanding is based on facts rather than rumors. The lawsuit itself represents a formal step towards seeking clarification. By bringing the matter before the court, El-Rufai is asking for a legal interpretation of the events and the procedures that were followed. The response from authorities will provide their perspective, and the judge will weigh both sides before reaching a decision. Many citizens are hopeful that the process will contribute to greater clarity about standards and expectations. Regardless of individual opinions, the case is an example of how legal mechanisms can be used to address disagreements. As conversations continue, the importance of patience cannot be overstated. Legal outcomes are reached through careful examination, and each stage plays a role in ensuring that conclusions are well-founded. Observers will continue to follow updates closely. In the end, what matters most is that institutions function as intended, carrying out responsibilities while respecting legal boundaries, and providing avenues for redress when concerns arise. This balance is essential for maintaining confidence in governance. Thank you for staying with this update. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more clear and reliable news as the story develops.